Hi guys, it's Sandy here at the Little Artistic Nook, and today we'll be drawing step by step this cute little bunny. To start off our little bunny today, I'm going to begin with her nose, drawing a small heart about center of my page. Next, I'm going to draw a little line coming just out the underside of her nose to indicate where her mouth will be. Then on each side of her nose, I'm going to draw a big oval or a circle, roughly the same size, for where her eyes will be. Once you've completed that step and you've made sure that your circles are about the same size, we'll go ahead and we'll add in the highlights, starting with a circle coming from the top of the eye, and then just beneath that, a heart. If you don't have enough room for a little heart, you can just do a little dot. Then I'm going to shade in around those two highlight points in the eye. I'm using a black marker, but of course you are free to use whatever color you would like your bunny's eyes to be. So fill in all the eyes, leaving those nice bright white spots. And then if you're going to be making your bunny a girl, you can sweep your pen or pencil around the top of the eye and make two little flicks on the outside edges for eyelashes. Next, to create a little bit of expression, I'm just going to flick in two little eyebrows. So my eyebrows are upturned, which makes her look a little bit surprised. Then I'm going to map out the head, and I like the top of her head to be a little further from her face than the bottom. So finding a center point, you're going to create a circle or some kind of rounded shape around her face. Closing your circle. And then I'm going to start in on the ears. So starting near the top of her head, I'm going to draw one long curved line, and then facing that, a shorter curved line. From the first line, I'm going to draw down a little triangle where her ear folds over. Then I'm drawing the inside part of her ear. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side, but in reverse, so starting with your long line curving away from the face, and then the shorter line, coming back to the top of your first line to create that little hangover triangle, and then drawing the inside of the ear. Then I'm going to add in some little cheeks, just drawing some little semicircles or ovals, or maybe even like a laying down letter C just underneath her eyes. So they are connected and touching. And then I'm going to draw a little half smile, but you can make any kind of mouth you like. Next, I'm going to start planning out where her body is going to go. So I'm just going to start by making two little marks along the outer edges of where her neck would be. And then I'm going to sweep down from the left side to create her first paw. So I'm making almost a backwards J with a little hook, and then drawing in two little lines to indicate her individual fingers. Then I'm going to add in the carrot that she's holding by drawing a triangle, and just imagining that you're drawing that line over the paw, but really you're just keeping all those lines behind. Then coming to the other side, I'm going to draw her second paw, but this paw is just sort of resting on her belly. So I'm going to make a loose curve coming towards the outside, and then draw my little finger lines pointing down. Next, I'm going to draw her first foot on the left, so a big oval or even a circle that's turned slightly on an angle. Inside of that, I'm going to draw her little footprint, starting with 3 circles for the toes, and then a heart for her big pad on the bottom of the foot. Then I'm going to connect where the arm and the foot would be meeting with the body. Next, I'm going to sweep the underside of her body along from the bottom of the foot over to where I'm going to start my second foot, and then drawing another oval on an angle, filling in the little footprint. And then finishing off the body, connecting the arm to the foot. Next, I'm going to draw in her belly. So just coming to the outside edge of the carrot, I'm drawing a small curved line, imagining that her belly is a big circle. So you're going to draw that line behind any parts of her body that might be in front, like her paw or her feet. And then I'm going to make a cute little face on the carrot she's holding. And so this carrot's a little bit worried that it's going to be eaten, so I've made just a little bit of a squinty eye by making a sideways V, and he's got his little mouth open. Then adding the leaves, I'm just making 3 little small leaves coming out the top of the carrot, and then adding some horizontal lines for details along the carrot body. And that's our little bunny, but now we need to give her a setting. So I'm going to start by drawing out really loosely some grass. So I'm just drawing a line with some little squiggly lines or triangles on both sides of her. Then to make it even more whimsical, I'm going to start adding in some little details. So starting with a nice big tulip, I'm going to draw a curvy line and top it with a nice big U. From one side, I'm going to sweep a line down towards the center and then do the same on the other, adding a little upside down V in between the front 2 petals. Then I'm going to draw in my leaves, which are like little inverted raindrops. And then I'm going to draw a simple little daisy flower, starting with a little circle, and then drawing in my petals. Don't forget, if you have a favorite flower, you can draw any kind of flower you want in your background. Your flowers don't even need to be floating. Next, I'm going to add some cute little carrots. These are the ones that got away. So they're just going to be floating in the air by drawing a nice long V and topping it, and then making any kind of faces you want. So my first carrot here just has a nice peaceful resting face. And then I'm going to come over to the other side and I'm going to draw in another tulip. Once again, bringing that stem down to the ground, drawing in some petals and some leaves, creating that bulb of the flower by making my U, sweeping from one point into the center, closing that, and adding my little upside down V. Next, I'm going to throw in another carrot. And this one's going to be really happy. So we have some nice little rainbows for eyes. Drawing in those little detail lines. We know it's a little carrot, and then adding the leaves on the top. I'm going to add in another little flower. So this bunny looks pretty happy. She's sitting in a nice garden full of flying flowers and floating carrots. I don't think any bunny would want to be anywhere else. And then last but not least, I'm going to make one more little tiny carrot. This is just the baby carrot. Thanks for joining me today for this cute little bunny drawing tutorial. I can't wait until next time for another Draw with Sandee at the Little Artistic Nook. And until then, keep making art and keep smiling.